What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video review. Today we're going to take a look at Assassin's Creed Aguilar. This is a figure that I've been sitting on for a while now, and just got the time to actually voice it over. But I got this at Gianttoy.com. I'll put the link. It's actually on sale at Gianttoy. So if you want to purchase figures and all that stuff, they got some pretty low prices. So you definitely gotta go ahead and check them out. This is the Assassin from Damtoys. It's a licensed figure because, as you guys know, Damtoys does all the Assassin's Creed mainly lately. You know, before I know Hot Toys got the Altair, but I'm guessing they lost a license because they also made not Altair, Ezio. Now they got Ezio as well. So yeah, if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, definitely do check them out because Damtoys does pretty good, you know, figures. Yeah, I got the Resident Evil. That was pretty good. I got some problems with it, but this one is amazing. So this is my first Damtoys, as a matter of fact. And I mentioned it before. I'm a sucker for diorama pieces. So that's why I purchased this guy. I mean, look at this guy, right? Look at this stand right here. This is beautiful. Now, this is some sort of a ledge. As you know, Assassin's Creed, they're known for, you know, like high ledges and rooftops and all that stuff. So he would perch into this. And the good thing about these types of diorama is that, you know, for photography, they're amazing, right? And not only can you use them for Assassin's Creed, you can put Batman in there, Spider-Man, you know, the possibilities are endless. That's why I love having these things. Now, at the bottom here, you get some bows and arrows and daggers. So this guy is loaded with accessories. So we'll take a look at the some of the accessories that it comes with. As you guys know, if you don't know, for Assassin's Creed, they kind of cut off their right, I don't know how you call this, ring finger, so that the blade would come out that way. I'm sure there's more efficient way to do that than cutting your finger, because that is, you know, painful and not really efficient. Because, you know, ideally you want all your fingers. At least I do. But that's the way they do it, you know, back in the day. Even up to now, I think that's how they do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's more efficient way of doing that. But you got this, you see this dagger right here. It is beautiful. As you can see here, we're gonna take a closer look. The handle does have some nice detailing on him. It is made out of plastic, but the paint application is all that matters. It is beautiful. It look like metallic. So, and look at those small details on the guard as well. That is just amazing. I'm telling you guys, like I pre-ordered another Damtoys, a Gianttoy. They're good. They're good. They're Hot Toys quality-esque. They're Hot Toys price as well. So, but they produce something different. That's a good thing about them. They got that Resident Evil. I hope they run with that Resident Evil. You can see the paint application of that hands are good. They're not one of those shiny hands that you see on other figures. They're not third party. Like I said, they're licensed. They do make some, like the VTS and all that stuff. But as far as the dagger, they look cool. They just insert actually on his body as well. So most of these things is gonna be attached to him. You know, maybe outside of the bow, which you can have him hold it if you want to. But yeah, that's a good thing. Nothing would be left in the box when it comes to accessories. And I always preach that I love that, you know, when it comes to a figure, because you don't have to worry about keeping them, you know, and all that stuff. They are in the figure itself. This is the bow and arrow. He doesn't have a quiver on him. I believe he does not. Yeah, but he only comes with one arrow though. He doesn't use this as much compared to the other assassin, at least Aguilar. So Aguilar is the movie version of Assassin's Creed. It's based off a video game, but it's not within the realm of Assassin's Creed as far as I know, because I played the first 4 and then I kind of stopped. Assassin's Creed just kind of became Fast and Furious for me, so I kind of stopped it, you know. So I'm yet to pick it up. I bought recently the Viking one from PS5, Valhalla, so hopefully that's good. But let's focus on the biggest accessory is the stand. It is beautiful. Look at all those details right there. It is not too heavy, but it has some weight to it. And as you saw earlier, it comes in 2 pieces. So you got the there's some sort of balcony type, and it is kind of broken in there. It looks old and grungy, which is, you know, added to the appeal. I would say. You get some nice detailing on the side. Presumably, I don't know, were they in Italy back then? Maybe, you know, when Aguilar, it's been a while since I watched the movie. The movie was okay. It wasn't my favorite movie. It wasn't the best by any stretch. But for what it's worth, it was, I mean, it's Fassbender. You know, it can't go, that's my Magneto right there. So, but yeah, just looking at this particular base right here, it is nice. You know, I had Spider-Man sitting there before, and depending on how you angle the shots, you don't even need, I know it's a bit limited as far as size-wise, because it's supposed to be a stand with the bendable flight stand, you know, so to speak, with Hot Toys. It does have that because Assassin's Creed, they jump up in the air and all that stuff. So this is, and you can cover the hole if you don't want to put that that base. So that's a pretty good touch right there. For the most part, I'm not using this as a base. This is mainly for diorama piece for me because it's too big. You know, it's too, unless you make him sitting down, he's not gonna fit a D12. You can see there's a little bit of warping at the bottom, but that's okay. No one looks at the bottom anyway. But yeah, really, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the main reason why I bought Aguilar. Otherwise, I would bought the video game version. However, this figure is no joke, man. Look at those boots right there. Look at the details. It is a split cut boot as well, so you got some articulation there. His robe, my goodness, everything from textures, it's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of how he's set up of Jack Sparrow from Hot Toys, which everything looks nice. Now those bombs, I believe those are smoke bombs, they're not detachable. However, they're made out of rubber, so you don't have to worry about like pleather issues and all that stuff. Everything is movable. It's just nicely detailed. Those, you know, beautiful things in his chest, shoulders, beautifully painted as well. It gives you the illusion that, you know, they're kind of like pleatherish or fabric and all that. There is fabric, you know, pieces in here, don't get me wrong, you know, those kind of thick fabric pieces that you would find in a basket because they look like they're weaved and all that stuff. Some, you know, like organically things, but like the gauntlet, it is made out of rubber, but again, beautifully done. Those sash, it just, the textures, the color palette they use as well, kind of like the brownish earth tones. Again, the missing finger, so inefficient. But yeah, the boots, even though it's rubber, you can see the texture, it kind of matches. I would say they did a fantastic job on blending in both the rubber side and the fabric side of this, that just kind of matching them together. And moving up here, you see it's wired as well, the bottom of this I don't know if you want to call it cloak or his outfit, so you can post them around and just marvel at those details, man. That is amazing. And the stitching on the hood is phenomenal as well. So most people would probably display him with the hood on, and you can see the hidden blade, which is not so hidden unless you're wearing a cloak, perhaps. Yeah, we can see it. Assassin, yeah, way to cut off your finger for nothing. But yeah, it does look nice. You can see from the back here. I'm just like amazed because this was my first Damtoys up until I got that Resident Evil Leon, which I was happy about. I wasn't happy about the price. I guess maybe because I compared them too much to this, and that this one comes with this beautiful base, and this is $230 right now at Damtoys. I mean, it was on. It's currently on sale. If you watch this video now, you can pick it. I would say pick it up for $230 with that base right there, and it's licensed. Man, I mean, what else could you ask for? Going down here. And look at those boots as well. Beautifully done. You see those close-ups. And, you know, I'll run into some finer details in here. That's the blade. Even though it's so tiny, I got to use a macro lens here. I just want to show you guys the attention to detail, like the painting and all that stuff. That kind of like eagle, some sort of a look on that blade. Moving on to the other side, to the bank robber Joker's base. And just marvel at those like tiny details. This is one thing that I admire about 1/6 and mainly high-end collectibles for that matter, because you would see this as well, you know. But 1/6 I would say is a medium that really just inspire me to do photography, because they're so small yet they're detailed. The 112, you won't see this level of details. I mean, look at those blade right here. Even the Mesco ones, the more expensive 112, because they're too small. You know, I believe they're already too small to appreciate the finer details. But the 160s, they're smaller than quarter scale, but not small enough that you won't appreciate these kind of things. This one you would still see it with your naked eye. I'm just, you know, highlighting it on my camera here because I'm so impressed. Like, it gives me the Jack Sparrow vibe, which is, I'm not even a big fan of that movie, but I love that figure. I probably won't sell that ever. It's just that the attention to detail, and look at those sides right here, the one on the top, that's exactly where you insert these blades, as you can see here. Or those knives, throwing knives, maybe. You know, he's an assassin anyway. The problem is, over time they actually do fall. Mine I would see sometimes on the floor. Be like, hey, something's missing. Who is this belong to? So maybe over time, if that starts happening to you, maybe put some I don't know, some small paper inside just to keep it a bit to hold it up there. And now, as far as the head sculpt is concerned, I think they did a good job. You know, again, this is a licensed figure. This is Michael Fassbender, also known as Magneto, but he's playing Aguilar from Assassin's Creed. He does have kind of like that marking on his face, and I believe you can tell that this is Michael Fassbender. You know, again, I shot this a year ago, so you know my technique here is a bit different. I didn't want to use that the what do you call that, the fading out and all that things. I could have edited again, but I was kind of lazy. But there you go, you see the bottom part right there. It's nicely stitched. You got this ponytail going on for him. The hood comes on, you know, like you can insert it on and off. You don't have to take out the hair and all that stuff, and it's wired as well. You can choose to do it that way, which most collectors probably will, because that's the preferred look. That is the assassin's look. And when you do that, you kind of eliminate that neck piece, because the way this one goes, it's I wouldn't say it's weird, but you can adjust the length of the neck. You can move it up and down. It's not one of those jointed ones, but again, the paint application is on point. I think they did a fantastic job here. And then you just kind of pull the hood on, and the hood is not those cheaply made ones. Like I said, you can see it has some nice even stitch embroidery on them. That's the word I was looking for. And then the tip kind of goes down, you know, that's their trademark, kind of like an eagle. So, and then you want to pull his head down so you don't see as much, and then when you put him on the darkness, you know, that's what gives you the silhouette of the face. So it looks fantastic in my opinion there. Beautifully done. Kudos to Damtoys. You can see I can adjust the neck up and down, which you can't do in a ball and joint sort of thing of connection. And let's get a closer look on those eyes. On the forehead, he does have some wrinkles in there, and the I don't know, tattoo or marking on his face. I can't even make out any. Are those codex from the Animus? Who knows? You know, I haven't played this. I like I told you guys, I think the last one that I played was the Brotherhood. So articulation wise, there's some limitation, because that shoulder piece right there, it is made out of like thick rubber. You can move them around, but you know, I really don't want to. There's not a whole lot of the restrictions here. You know, the shoulders, you can bend it pretty far off. You can move it forward, backward. Even there, I guess if you move the shoulder piece around, you can get around it, but you don't really need him to spread his, you know, like if he's jumping from the rooftop, that's all you need, you know, like kind of like you don't need to spread it too much. Now the pants are kind of low, so you get some limitations there as well. I wish the crotch area, well, that didn't sound right, but it's not that, you know, loose, a little bit more tighter, so he could you know, you can have some range of motion there. But if you're an assassin, you need to be able to move around. So I get it for movie accuracy. And like I said, the head, if you haven't had this, it's like a weird neck piece. Mostly you would find this in third parties, but they did it here, you know, where you can easily take it off. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of restriction, I would say, as far as this is concerned. And now let's take a look at this piece right here. I got the Assassin's Creed Collector's Edition. I believe that's Black Flag. And the other one, I believe that is, I don't know, man. The French Flag Brotherhood, maybe. You know, I got that both of them. I took the base of that and used it for my Spider-Man. But there you go, guys. This is Aguilar from Damtoys. I highly recommend it, especially for the price that you can get it for now, for $229. That base alone is worth the price of admission. Like, I would buy that base by itself for like $70. So if you're willing to spend that much, for example, if you're like myself, who was willing to do that, you would buy this. So if that's $70, that means the figure is $150. That is a steal for $150, because even their new Assassin's Creed line, like, I know they haven't, there's the Malik, I believe that's his name, or Malak, whatever their name is, and then there is Ezio from Damtoys as well. They're worth like $240 without this beautiful base. It's still a nice base, but not as good as this. So you'll get this and then you pair it off with him. I would say that's a good deal right there, you know. So there you go, guys. Beautiful figure. I highly recommend it, especially for the price. If this was like $320, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know about that. But for $230, oh man, that's a steal. Even the figure itself is phenomenal. The base just is the icing on the cake for me. So imagine if you got Spider-Man, you put him in that pose, you know, you take a picture, you know, kind of zoomed in, you know, you don't have to zoom it out completely. So that is just beautiful right there. And even if you just want to use it as a base, you can use it for anything at all. If you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, I would say do yourself a favor, pick it up at Gianttoy. And thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. And I will see you guys in the next video.